What was your question? Can we build?
Can,
How do we
given
build
that
in a
this
forest?
is technically, as you define it, a forested area, can you build in a forested area on the dunes without damaging these trees beyond repair?
Yeah, you can build in the forest, but you have to use construction techniques that limit the impacts to the site or the alterations of the site. So because this site is sloping, you obviously can't follow natural grade because the floors have to be flat. So what you need to do is, number one, you can't have a continuous footing because you don't want to excavate and damage roots. Number two, you want to maintain natural grade as much as possible, and in areas where you do have to modify natural grade, you want to do it with the least impacts possible. So the way we determine the impacts to the trees is by, number one, calculating what we determine is the critical root zone. That's the percentage of roots that can or cannot be impacted during construction and have long-term effects on the health and or structural stability of the tree. So the way we do that is, number one, you determine what the species tolerances are for different types of impacts. In other words, Coast live oak, for instance, cannot tolerate cut and fill, but they do tolerate root pruning. Monterey pines are a little more sensitive to grading and root pruning. So what you want to do is come out and evaluate the condition of the tree and the age class of the tree, because a younger tree in a healthier condition has a much better tolerance of construction impacts. Therefore, the critical root zone, or the percentage of roots that can be impacted, can be larger. So you can get closer to a young, healthy tree. An older tree that's in, moderate condition or in poor condition is going to be much less tolerant of impacts. Therefore, they need more space.
And that's the situation here.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're dealing with all over mature trees on the end of their life, and so they're going to be the most sensitive to any kind of alteration of the grades or disturbance to the area. So we'll just be very cautious.
And plant new trees, right?
And we'll plant, yeah, that's right, in the end, right, that too.